Why, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, and welcome back to another guide video. And today I'm going to walk you through what are called the Proto quests, or there are a couple other terms as well on the island of Zamar Zirg. I always butcher the name, but I'll show you the location here in a second. They're also called the Bounty, from their bounties, technically, is a type of quest. I'll link a wiki article on the details of the name stuff, but I'm going to walk you through the entire process. It's really simple. It's something if you're a newer player and you have a max level, you can technically do them at level 145, but you probably want to be max level to do them, but your friends can run you through them once you hit level 145. And by the way, if you complete all 5, which take about 5 to 10 minutes at most, it will give you almost an entire level of experience, or at least close, like 70 to 80%. So it's pretty nice. You could do them on a daily basis. They are not a 24-hour cooldown, even though technically they are, but they are at a timed of the server. So meaning if you do it, you could do them all like 40 minutes before the timer, and then at that midnight strike or wherever they have it on your particular server, they'll reset, and you can do them all again. But then you will have to wait for that reset time, which is 24 hours. So just to keep that in mind, so you have that information. Why are they good to do for a newer player? They're good because you get quite a few good resources. I'm going to cover that at the end of the video once we finish the quest. So what I'm going to first start with is where they're at. They're on the southern island here in the Shield Islands. Again, I highly recommend you when you first start them, when you get a character here for the first time, you'll have to talk to this nice gentleman, this Dockmaster. He will give you a quest. Basically, you'll pick that quest up and you will walk on over as a brand new player or a new character, okay? You have to do this on each character. And you would talk to this nice healer later. Once you've talked to her and completed that, then you can go over this board and right-click on it. You right-click on it, you left-click on this, and you can do this, boop. And there's a bunch of other people about to do it looks like. And I would just keep right-clicking it, and then it brings it up, accept, click it again, and left-click accept, and click it again, and left-click accept. I'm going to do this whole video. We're going to walk you through the entire process. These nice people are inviting me. A lot of times people will do this all together. It's very handy. You get it done a lot faster, which is just fine. All right, so now I have the 5 bounty quests, or again called Proto, because they're bounty-proto quests, because they're like these prehistoric monster beasts, hence the term Proto. All right, so all of these people are doing the same bounty, so this is going to go real fast. Now, my character can easily solo this. This is the path that most people take, okay? You go out the right side of the village. All right, you're going to do basically a circle around the bottom island. You can kind of see the dots there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back to the main base, okay? That's how it works. You'll see as we do it here. I'm going to explain to you each boss, pretty much, how you have to worry about it if you are soloing it. We're going to destroy it so fast it will not matter. But someone has killed it, so we're going to have to wait a second here for it. We have pretty much the entire fellowship now. Here it is. So it is this salamander. They have about 850,000 health to 1 million something, depending on which one. Basically, this one, you really want to, even as a melee, move around if you're soloing it, okay? It puts down a thing on you, and then it will put a big fire explosion on the ground. The explosion does a lot of damage, but if you stand in the fire, you will die real fast. So you need to move and get out of the fire, okay? Otherwise, not really too challenging of a boss. But if you're a brand new 150 with your gear isn't very good, maybe you have some 145 gear still or something, 140, it's going to be challenging. So you may want to have your kinship members help you, that kind of stuff. But again, if you're a good, you know how to kind of kite around, meaning have the monster chase you as you shoot things at it or fight it, you'll be just fine. The next one we have to fight here, oh, look at this view, by the way, of the island. It's beautiful. The next one we fight here is the giant tree boss, okay? So we're going to fight the giant tree boss. So there it is. And he's got just over 1 million health here. So we're going to go ahead and blow this thing up. I'm just going to use my wind power here. Since we're in the same group, they'll all get credit. Fun fact, if you do see other people doing it, the respawn time is not too bad. I think it's probably like less than 5 minutes if one is killed. So it's not like maybe even less. It's pretty fast respawn time. Now, the next thing you want to do is you kind of want to go along this edge. This is where I go to get there, to the next one. But anyway, what I was saying was, if people kill it right before you get there, but if you just tag it with anything, any ability, any kind of damage thing or debuff, you'll get credit. But if you're in a group, as you know with group, you get credit as long as you're close enough when they kill it. All right? Also, an important thing about that tree, there's an edge. We weren't next to it, but there's actually an edge down there, like a cliff. Do not fight the tree on the cliff. The tree will bunch you off. It'll just throw you off the cliff. It has a knockback, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, the crab we just killed, so easy, okay? Again, I was going to do this solo so I could show you a little bit in this video, but we're annihilating because there's so many people that were doing it right now. But I wanted to be able to move along here and do it with you guys. The crab has a thick shell, so you have to take it down a decent amount before it'll take a lot of damage. And it also drops some really tremendously bad bleeds on you, or wounds. And you need to remove those with your removal thing or a pot, okay? So keep that in mind. They will burn you down so fast. You will die very, very quickly. So keep that in mind. And also, it does a lot of damage, the crab. It hits really hard. It's really slow, though. So if you're a ranged character, a lot of times you can kind of kite him in a circle. Don't go too far because he'll reset, but you can kind of like kite him in a circle. And even some melees have pretty decent range, you know, like 6-7 meters, and he can't quite hit you if you stay just out of range with your legendaries. So another good little tactic to kill the crab, okay? And I should have said this at the beginning, but you can do the proto quests every single time on every single character. So I already told you at the beginning that you can do, by the way, mechanically this guy, he's a tank and spank. Just beat him. He doesn't really have anything that's like you have to worry about. The previous three have like a mechanic you have to think about. The tree has a knockback. The salamander has a fire blast that leaves an AoE you gotta get out of. The crab hits really hard and does bleeds. This guy doesn't do much, the big monkey. He's kind of useless. And this is the pathway I always take, by the way. This next one is a giant crow. Also, pretty much just kill it. It's very easy to kill. There is, by the way, up on that cliff, a quest to pick up with a big hammer. You can just click on if you're a new character. And there is a quest to kill crabs next to the big crab for if you're just trying to get some experience. Those are quests you can pick up. A little side note there for you. This will be very easy to slay this bird. But yes, you can do this proto quest on every single character in your account. So for me, I have 6 level 150s. So I can come do this 6 times a day. Now, granted, you know, if you're more of the DPS class or you're doing it with people, this is way, way fast. I mean, we're doing this in under 5 minutes. If you're soloing this with a DPS class, there's the proto bird. It's going to be so easy with this many people. We're just going to absolutely murder it. Alright, and so there goes the bird, and it's dead. And it's that easy. So there's also some good ore to get to on this island. Now, technically, I could teleport back with my teleporter, but I'm just going to walk to show you the path I take. So usually I go around this edge so I don't have to. You could jump off the cliff. I usually walk down here with my mount, go along this edge, because I prefer not to break my leg all the time. And then there's the town that we started at. And there's the cliff that I was talking about. So we fought the giant tree right up there on that mountain. If you stand on this cliff, he will bunch you right off that cliff. Whee! You don't let that happen. All right? So you're an expert now. If you watch this video, you're an expert at the proto quest. It's that easy, okay? Now, granted, weaker armor, weaker stuff, stats will be more challenging. But they gave you a lot of experience. So now we're going to talk about why they're good to do each day. And on multiple characters if you can. Preferably for me, the reset timer for me is I think 1 a.m. my time Pacific. But I think, I'm trying to remember, I think for the server it's like 3 or 4 a.m. because I think it's considered Eastern time. But I'm not 100% sure on that with the reset time. But it's at a certain midnight reset time. And basically, you can come over here and I'll do them right before, in the evening. You know, late. I'll on 3 or 4 of my characters. Then wait, let the reset timer happen, and do them all again. And then the day before and the day after, I don't really have to do anymore, right? It's kind of fun if you want to get a bunch done all at once. So here's the kind of good stuff you can get out of it. This is why you come and do this every day, okay? So you come over to her, and this is where you turn the quest in. You don't go back to the board.
Greetings, kind traveler.
Greetings. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, yes, what she said. Do that too, guys. I do have a voiceover series on the channel that I enjoy doing. All right, so here's all the rewards you get. You get some money, silver and copper. It's okay. Legendary item reward track. This is a great way, an absolute great way to get your legendary, I always forget which one is the reward track. with my commands. It is the shift die. All right, so this is a great way. You get some legendary towards your track here for getting legendary goodies. All right, you get some Umbar barter tokens, which you can barter in the Bloody Eagle, which is, I know, sounds bad, but it's the name of the inn. It's where you do a lot of the missions and delvings, too. So you can turn it in there. There's actually something you turn in to get 500. There's a question there to turn in to get 500 embers a day. Keep that in mind. But these are great because you can also turn stuff in for other things there. This small gift of Uri, this helps you with the allegiance system. This is where you can grind your allegiance up, whichever allegiance you choose, but don't, you could always go in here to, I believe it's character again, the allegiance system, and if we go down to the newest, which are the Ledger Keepers and the Order of the Eagle. I didn't even start on this character yet. My main character is almost done with both. This is basically where you start it, and then you right-click those in your inventory and start using them up, okay? They're also all bound to account, so you can put them in your shared storage, give it to your alt if you want your main to be the one to get all of them from all your characters' work. The next thing is you get one pot, not two pots. If you do all 5 quests, you get 5, right? This is all times 5. So this is 4 times 5, just to keep that in mind, because it's 4 in this quest. So this one, these are nice full-level pots. Mana and health, or power and health. Great. Virtue experience. You all know what virtues are. I don't think I need it unless you're a brand new player. Your virtues, I have a thing on virtues. Whoa! Why does my character not have any virtues slotted? There must have been a reset that I was not aware of. That's weird. I just had him slotted 2 days ago. There must have been an update I didn't know about. Can you get your horse out of my face, ma'am? Excuse me. Sorry, we're just over here trying to. Just like, look at how cool my horse. I mean, okay, I'll give it to you. Her horse is really cool. It's a pretty cool looking horse. So anyway, I don't need to reslot these right now, but I just realized I'm like, why aren't these slotted? I don't remember where my other. Oh, there it is. All right, there we go. I don't know why those weren't slotted. That's so weird. Oh, I know why. I respect a third spec, and I forgot to put them in. All right, so anyway, that's where you get the virtue experience right there. And it's great. And now here's where you get to choose, okay? You need to choose this wisely. Embers. I already have other videos on embers. Embers are a great way to get gear from the trader, and they're awesome. They're something you're always going to need. But enhancement runes, these are something you will get in the instances endgame, but this is how you level up your abilities on your legendary weapons, which I'm sure you already know this if you're watching this video, but these abilities here on the right, okay? It's how you slowly enhance them. I'm trying to stack these up right now. Then you can also get tracers, which are the things you slot as your ability choices. It is random, and I will tell you, whatever you open the tracer box on will give you for that class. So for example, this is bound to my account. I can put this in my shared storage, and instead of opening it on my lore master, I can open it on my captain. It will give me captain tracers when I open it. But if I open it here on my lore master, it'll give me lore master tracers. Okay, so keep that in mind, but your characters can put them in shared storage and trade the box around before you open it. And the last one is crafting materials. So I'm going to kind of do a little of both of these. So I'm going to grab a tracer. Now for me, I'm going to grab a crate of items, and then I'm also going to just get enhancement runes for my other ones. Again, a great way to get crafting stuff and ores. Here is what you can get for that. So, and also, you also get a bunch of task items by killing things on your way. It's always a cool thing too. On the island, that's another side note. So crafting materials. If I right click this, I get an option of ores, hides, logs, scholar materials, cooking materials, or raw gems. Okay, raw gems is where you can get like the sea stones. You cannot get the red sea stones. That is a separate, harder thing to get. It's just the regular sea stones. And then ores, I'm going to go ahead and click ore. It's going to give me a new box. You're going to right click the new box and then choose what you want. You can get any level of ore from this. So let's say you're someone and you're trying to get your crafting up. You can come here and do these proto quests with your high level characters. Pick any level of ore you need to finish your prospecting or whatever it is with smithing. I'm going to go ahead and pick the highest level ore. And then if I kick tracer, boom, look. Oh, look, I got a tracer. Now, this one happened to be not a lore master tracer. It happened to be a word of craft, but it gave me crit chance, which is a good thing for a lore master. So, cool. there's an example there with that. And then the last thing I'd like to tag on to this island proto quest, because you're pretty much an expert now if you know everything here in the last 15 minutes. But here's where the milestone is. Again, you can always right click on this to see the cooldown timers, and you can see right here I only have 47 minutes left, so I'm actually going to be able to rerun this again. So how did I manage that? I reran. Somehow I got it so close with the previous one. I did it, I reset it, and then I did it again. So maybe it isn't an exact time. Maybe it is a certain time around. Interesting. I will link a the wiki article down there. They'll probably have an exact info on that with the timer. Doesn't really matter that much if you're looking at this once a day, though. So, task bulletin board is right here. Great way to get a crafting item and to also get your legendary reward track. This is a tag on because I do this every single day, okay? So you're done. You know all the proto quests. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But I'll show you this for 30 seconds, all right? So basically you can go and in here, and I'm going to grab, I have a little task carry-all in my thing. So I'm going to go ahead and put all the stuff I found into my task carry-all. And then from that, I'm going to go ahead and just grab one of these quests, accept, and I'm going to turn it in here and go finish. It's going to open a quest. So do one. It opens a quest that says complete 10 tasks. Now, if you're a normal character, you're only going to have 5 task slots, okay? So you only do 5 a day, and then it resets. To know that, you open your quest log, all right? And also accept that quest, by the way. I didn't say that, but accept the quest, so it's up there now. I have 1 out of 10. Up here, you can see task limit. You can actually increase your task limit with mithril coins. I have done that on a few of my main characters, so I can do this once a day and not have to come back. You could just come back because I think it's like every 4 or 5 days this quest resets, the task limit one here. And basically the reward is you get a universal optional crafting ingredient. This lets you 100% crit any crafting item. It's great. It's also great for doing, if you remember, if you're someone who does hides or ores, when you craft ores, you can do bulk crafting orders, and you get 25, right? If you crit it. You get 25 normally, and if you crit it, you get 75 ore. A lot of times I'll use 1 or 2 of those to crit 2 things of ore and have 150 ore. Boom. Right? Like, done. Smelted or whatever from the ore. So that's really, really nice way to get the ingots or whatever is what I'm talking about. Not the ores, but the ingots. So now what I do is I'll grab a bunch of them. I pretty much have every single task item because I do these things every day, and the creatures attack me on the island. And guess what? When they attack me on the island, they give me their task items. So don't get rid of your task items, guys. They look like this, like the sea tossed skin, and it will say on it, level 141 is the task item highest level in the game right now. It says this can be carried, it's a trophy, can be sold at vendors, and it says at the bottom this item can be turned in for tasks in Umbar and Outer Gondor, which is some of the newer areas, okay? So now I can go in here and I can turn these all in real quick. They're all giving me steed experience, increased reputation with Umbar Baharbel, the main capital, and legendary item experience towards your reward track, all right? And the steed one is towards your horse. I'm pretty sure. Your combat horse. This one. Which has a level. But unfortunately, he's already level capped. So if you needed it, it's there. But what you're really doing this turn in for is mainly getting the quest done to get the crafting item, to get your legendary item reward track and reputation. Alright? So that's about it. That's all the stuff you can do on this island. And I think it is very, very helpful. So I only need to do 3 more. Now, again, remember, you're going to have to come back a second day. But remember, the quest that I'm about to finish, boom, it finished the quest. I just got the universal crafting ingredient. And now I could also go into my reward track. And I could see all of my, go into character, reward track. You can see that I got a bunch of new ones that I can claim here for my reward track for legendary items. And again, I can go do this on my other 2 characters today. So anyway, it's very helpful. It's a great way. Look at all these reputation items I have. I have enhancement runes now. It helped me level up my reward track, so I got some coffers of ancient scripts. I got enhancement runes from that. I got tracers. I got ores. I got a universal crafting. So you got all this stuff, okay? So that was a little extra side thing on the side. But that's basically how you're going to do the proto quests in the new area. I highly recommend all players should know how to do this end game. It's not like, it's how you start of kind of like get your daily done. It's kind of like one of the dailies, all right? Technically there's dailies with other things like missions with doing delvings and missions and things like that. But this is the one where you can get stuff for your legendary items, for your reward track, for crafting, for reputation, for alliances. All of that can be done in this. So highly recommend this. Highly recommend to know how to do this. With that, my friends, have a great day in Middle-earth. If Zollin Ironshield, your hosting guide here, did help you out, it helped me out. It's free to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next episodes. Thank you to Reb and Elraandor for being my Royal Guardian Patreons and my other Patreons. And thank you guys for being my awesome subscribers. See you in the next one. Stay happy, my friends. Baruch Hazard! Kuzad, I menu.